Welcome and namaste. Please quarter turn towards your right so you're standing at the front edge of your mat. And grab your blocks, placing them at their tallest height, right in front of your feet. Start to widen your stance so your feet are just a little bit wider than hip width distance, making some space for your belly. Lift up through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders down your back, standing up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Interlace your fingers, release your index and your thumbs. Inhale as you reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, take a side bend over towards the right. Squeezing your inner thighs together, focusing your eyes on one spot. Feeling that nice stretch down the left side of your body. Just coming down to a depth that feels appropriate for you. Inhale as you come up towards center. Exhale, take a side bend over towards the left, gently pressing your hips towards the right. Inner thighs squeezing. And the arms close by the ears. Arms are active. Inhale as you come up to center. Exhale into cactus arms. Bend your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Keep your low belly in. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, as you forward fold, maybe a little bend in the knees as you go down, long spine. And release the weight of your head. Inhale, lift up halfway monkey pose, hands to the shins, heart reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands on the block, little bend in the knees. Start to bend into your knees deeper here. Shift the weight into your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up. Chair pose. Relax your shoulders down. Soft gaze, one spot, focus. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands to the blocks. Inhale, lift up halfway, monkey pose, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the blocks. Inhale, arms circle up and over your head. Exhale, palms come together, meeting at heart center. Standing tall. Again, inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, releasing index and thumbs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, hips sink low. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the fingers, release index and thumbs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into your knees. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle up and over your head. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. And take a moment here, close the eyes. And feel your feet. Feel your legs. Your whole spine. You can begin to blink your eyes open. Rest your arms down by your sides. Grab a hold of one of your blocks and take a big step back with your left foot taking a quarter turn towards the left. Make sure you have a nice wide stance here with your toes turning in, your heels are out, and your heels are in one line. And go ahead, place your block to the floor just between the feet. You can place that at the edge of your mat here. Good, stand up nice and tall. Place your hands on your hips. And with a little bend in your knees, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, begin to fold forward, hinging from your hips, long spine as you go down. And placing your hand either to the floor in front of you or using your block here. And start to shift the weight forward towards your toes, really firming up your legs. You can let your head relax here. Good, really noticing your breath as it moves in and out through your nose. Good, making sure the legs are strong, supporting you. Notice if you're tensing your face, try to relax your jaw. And just taking a couple breaths here. And placing your right palm to your block and positioning that block just so it's underneath your face. Place your left hand to your left hip. Inhale, reach the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you, squeezing your shoulder blades together and down your back. Good. As you exhale, begin to turn and twist towards your left, rolling your left shoulder back. Good. Legs are still strong and grounded. Maybe you can reach your left arm up towards the sky, otherwise just keep the hand to the hip. Coming to the depth that feels comfortable for you. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward as you roll your left shoulder back. Strong legs. And gently begin to untwist your spine, releasing your left palm down to the floor or onto your block. Would relax your head. And with your left palm to the floor or under or on top of the block, place your right hand to your right hip. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, turn and twist towards the right, rolling your right shoulder back. Again, maybe right arm reaches up towards the sky, or just keeping the hand to the hip. Sending your gaze where it feels most comfortable. Maybe it's to the floor, the side wall, or up to the sky. Take one more breath. Gently untwist your spine, release your hand, release your head. Place your hands to the hips. And strong legs, maybe a little bend in the knees here. Same way we went in. Inhale as you slowly start to come back up. Long spine. Turn your right foot out towards the right. And check out your stance here. So the stance is still nice and wide. You want to heel to arch alignment with your feet. Reach your arms out wide in opposite directions and begin to bend into your right knee. So want the knee right over the ankle if possible. And press your right knee back towards the wall behind you. Press down through the outside edge of your left foot and make sure your arms are level. Send your gaze over your right hand fingertips. And breathe here. With each inhale, imagine lengthening through your spine. And each exhale, grounding down through your feet. Take one more breath here because you can. Nice work. Begin to straighten out your right leg. Place your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes forward. And turn your left toes out towards the left. Again, heel to arch alignment with your feet. Inhale, arms reach out wide in opposite directions. And begin to bend into the left knee. Again, knee over ankle. And gently press your left knee back so you can see your big toe and your second toe. Send your gaze over your left hand fingertips. Relax your shoulders down. Press down through the outside edge of your right foot. Again, imagine on your inhale, breathing into your spine, crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. And exhale as you ground down through the feet. One more breath. Go ahead, straighten out the left leg. And turn your left toes in, place your hands to the hips. And bring your heels in, your toes out. Start to sink your hips low and press your knees back. And coming into goddess pose, grounding down into the heels. And again, lengthening the spine. So to reach your arms out wide in opposite directions and make fists with the hands. Begin to circle your wrists forward. Again, focusing the eyes on one spot, pressing the knees back as you sink the hips low. And circling the wrists around one more time. And reversing in the opposite direction. Good. Circle around one more time. Good. Flipping your palms up towards the sky. Inhale, both arms reach up. Hips sink low, shoulders relax down. Good. Begin to straighten out the legs. Release your hands to your hips. Turn your toes forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward again, hinging from the hips. And releasing your hands to the floor here. Start to heel toe the feet just a little bit closer. Turning your toes out. So feet are wider than hip width distance. Begin to sink your hips down towards the floor for Malasana. Bringing your arms to the insides of your legs. Palms of the hands come together to touch. Shoulders are relaxed. And if you need to, you can always place a block underneath the seat. Gently pressing the knees back with the help of the elbows. And lifting up through the low back. And pressing down into the feet. Feel the connection there. And just taking a couple more breaths. Remembering that this is temporary. Go ahead, release your hands down to the floor. And as slowly as possible, begin to lift the hips. And turn the toes forward. And grab for opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. And bend into the knees. Relax the weight of the head. You shake it yes and no. And release the grip of the elbows. Place the hands to the hips, navel to the spine. Inhale, slowly start to come back up. Go ahead, rest your arms down by your sides. Take a moment, close your eyes. Just a little check-in, noticing your feet, your legs, your spine. Gently blink your eyes open. You can go ahead and set your block off to the side. And taking a quarter turn towards your right. Standing up nice and tall, where we began earlier on in our class. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Good. With your fingertips down to the floor, you can use your blocks here. So step the feet back, coming down onto your knees. Tabletop position, shoulders over the wrists. Want the hips over the knees. Spread your fingers wide. We'll start to move through cat-cow pose. Inhale, reach your heart forward and allow your belly to drop. Exhale, round and curl your spine. And bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, heart forward, belly drops, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Continue to move with your own breath. And finish one more round. Inhale, find your way back into neutral, long spine. And softening your gaze to one spot, maybe a couple inches in front of your mat. Grounding down through the palms, spreading the fingers wide and grounding down through the left knee, the left foot. Begin to open up your right knee towards the right. Start to draw circles with the knee, opening up the hip. Beginning in whatever direction feels best to start. Just moving slow and under control. Start to slow that down and work in the opposite direction. And slowing it down. And release your right knee down to the floor. Gently sway your hips towards the right. Look over your right shoulder. And sway your hips to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And again, swaying right. Swaying left. And coming back to neutral. Good. Readjusting, making sure, again, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Begin to open your left knee out towards the left. And start to draw circles again here with the knee. Slow and steady. Not how many you can do, but the quality. Start to work in the opposite direction. And slow down the movement. And release the left knee down. Sway your hips to the left, look over the left shoulder. Sway your hips right, look over the right shoulder. One more time. Hips go left. And hips go right. Inhale to neutral. Reach your right leg back behind you. And lift your inner thigh up towards the sky and roll your right hip down towards the floor. Good, strong right leg. Spine is long. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, round and curl your spine like cat pose. And inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. Exhale, bring it in, knee towards the nose. Inhale, reach it back, spine long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach it out, hold it there. Good, exhale, release the right knee down to the floor, round and curl your spine. And inhale to neutral. Reach your left leg back behind you, lift the inner thigh up, roll the left hip down. Good, exhale, knee towards the nose, round and curl the spine. Inhale, reach it back, reach it long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach it back, lift the inner thigh. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, reach it back. And one more time. Inhale, reach it back, hold it there. Exhale, release the knee, round and curl your spine, cat pose. Inhale as you come back to neutral. Good. Keeping your hips right over the knees. Start to come into melting heart pose by walking the hands forward. Letting the chest come down towards the mat, relaxing the forehead down. If this is too much for the shoulders, you can bend the elbows, stacking the hands, and rest your forehead there. With each exhale, surrender your heart. And spreading the fingers wide, using the help of the hands, begin to press yourself back up into tabletop position. Open up your knees wide. Bring your big toes together to touch. And press your hips back towards the heels. Walk your hands forward, child's pose. Relax your forehead down. And start to lift your spine up using the help of your hands. And placing your hands to the floor behind the hips, tenting up the fingertips, thumbs towards you, and fingertips pointing towards the back edge of your mat. Begin to lift your chest up and send your gaze up, lifting the heart. And slowly come back towards neutral, shifting your weight towards the right hip. Begin to reach your legs out long, coming onto your seat here. So the legs are out nice and wide. We're going to grab our strap here. With the right leg out, bring your left foot to meet your inner thigh. And open up your strap. If you need to, you can bend the knee. And place the strap just underneath your toes. Good. Make sure you have a nice strong grip here. Turning your toes in towards the face, reaching through your heel and pressing your right thigh down into the floor. Begin to gently pull your heart forward. Good. Feeling length in your spine. And stretch down the right leg. Never losing that activity in the legs. Keep pressing the thigh down, reaching through the heel. But using your strong grip here. And holding onto both ends of the strap in your right hand. Soft part of your arm faces up, palm faces up. Start to bend your elbow down towards the floor. And with an inhale, start to reach your left arm up and over your head. Good. If you're very flexible, you might even be able to grab for your foot. But just taking it easy, being gentle with yourself. Keeping that left hip grounded down into the mat, rolling the left shoulder back. And steady gaze to one spot. Might feel good to look up towards the sky. Maybe the side wall or down towards the floor. And slowly roll your chest towards your thighs. And inhale, lift your spine up towards center. A little bend in the knee. We'll switch the legs. Reach the left leg out and bring the right foot to meet the inner thigh. Bend into the left knee to place the strap just underneath the toes here. Good. Walking your hands forward. Reaching your heel out. Good. Strong grip. Begin to pull your heart forward, bending your elbows down towards the floor. And steadying your gaze, using your breath. And holding on to both ends of the strap in your left hand with your palm facing up. Your arm to the inside of the leg. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over your head. And gently pressing the right hip down, rolling the right shoulder back. Stretching the right side of the body. And still stretching that left leg. So you reach through the heel, press down through the thigh. Good. Slowly start to roll your chest over the left thigh. Good. Inhale as you lift your spine up through center. A little bend in the knees. You can go ahead, release your strap. And setting that off to the side. Reaching both legs out wide. And again, same thing here. Heels reaching out, toes turning in, thighs pressing down into the floor. Start to walk your hands forward. Coming up high onto the fingertips and relax your head down. And breathing into the stretch, down the legs and down the spine. Good. Slowly start to walk your hands up. And go ahead, slide your legs together. I'm going to set up our bolster next. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a pillow. So placing your bolster, so it's just set up behind you, and this is going to support the spine. If you would like to, you can give it a little lift by placing one of your blocks towards the back edge. And taking a quarter turn, reaching your legs out long to start, and just slowly start to lower yourself down. Making sure you're fully supported, nice and comfortable here. You can start to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open up wide to the side. Arms can rest by your sides with your palms facing up. Maybe placing your hands onto your belly here. Relaxing the inner thighs. Allow them to be heavy. They worked very hard to support you throughout your practice. Feel that gentle opening of your chest. Notice your heart beating, maybe baby kicking. With the eyes closed at this time, really start to drop into this moment. The hard work is done. Notice the type of thoughts that are moving through your mind right now. Always mindful to keep the thoughts positive. As they affect the baby. And placing your hands to your outer thighs, start to guide your knees together to touch. And start to roll towards your left side. Start to come into final Shavasana. Using the help of your hands, start to press yourself up. If you'd like to, you can use a bolster or a pillow underneath your head. And then using 2 blocks here, one for underneath the knee and one for underneath the foot. So setting that up just here on your left side. Placing your left ear down on your pillow or your bolster. And bending your knee up, resting your knee on one block and your foot on the other block. And resting the arms. And completely surrendering here, eyes closed. Just slide your knees in together to touch, stacking one on top of the other. And pressing down into the right palm, can roll onto the left side completely. And using the help of your hands, slowly start to press yourself up. And turning to face forward in a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Rest your hands on your thighs. Acknowledging all of your hard work, your effort, your practice. And bringing the palms together to meet at heart center. And bow your head down. Namaste.